Oh, you decided to enter the bedroom, did you? Well, I guess to be fair, it is the safest out of the three options I gave you. By the way, just as a note here, you are locked into this house now. You had your chance to leave already, and you decided not to take it. So, you made your bed, now you have to sleep in it. Speaking of, you are correct. It is, in fact, a bedroom. You open the door, you see a bed on one side of the room. On the other side, there's a small dresser with a mirror. The mirror is so dusty, you cannot even see your reflection in it. The bed itself, covered with old raggedy blankets. There's some springs poking out of it. There's a big dip in the center of the mattress. It's really, really old, and you can tell somebody has been sleeping on this thing for a very long time. As you pass your light around the room, you notice on the other side of the bed, the entire wall is covered with newspapers. Now, at first you think maybe this is just like a hillbilly wallpaper job or whatever, but as you get closer you can tell these aren't just random newspaper clippings. These are all the same kind of article, and they're missing persons articles. Yeah. By the way, did I mention you are locked into this house now? You don't get a chance to leave, right? Some of the articles are actually so old you can't even tell, the people. They're so faded and ripped, and you can tell that when whoever tacked these or taped them to the wall, they put the older ones on first and then just started tacking the newer ones over it. So there's one that you can see that seems to have been added recently because the newspaper isn't ripped or faded at all yet, and you can actually see the date, and it's actually from only 3 weeks ago. You vaguely remember that you heard a story of a missing college student in the area, and there is a picture of a girl here who's a missing college student, so you assume it's the same story. But yeah, that gives you quite a bit of unease in this situation. You turn around the room to see if there's anything else you can use, and in fact you see two objects. In the corner, you see an axe, used primarily for wood cutting, like a wood cutting axe. And on top of the dresser, above the dresser, there's a gun rack that has a rifle. The rifle, though, is very dusty and covered with cobwebs. I will mention at this point that if you haven't been to the other rooms yet, you can only carry one object at a time. So if you're already holding an object that you got from another room, you can swap it out for one of these objects, the axe or the rifle, or you can choose to keep your object, but you cannot have both. So the next choice that you will be faced with is, do you desire the axe or do you desire the rifle? And if you already have an object and you wish not to have either of them, then select the option to go into another room, whether it be the attic or the basement. Choose now.